Nowadays, it's a pretty common sight to see the Georgians lift crazy, unimaginable amounts of weights in the gym. Like LEVAN recently lifted 105 kilos in his partial preacher curl exercise. Gennady Quickvinia was doing his own workout with over 80 kilos. But that wasn't always the case. Gennady revealed this fact on the recent live stream on Engin's channel. He said that the first time he saw Arsen Liliev do 55 kilos for 7 reps in the bicep curl exercise, he was absolutely shocked and stunned. He never thought that it is possible to lift that kind of weight, because before that he could lift only 30 kilos and he wasn't pushing himself. Gennady also said that before this, the Georgian team was mostly focusing on technique and not so much on the strength, especially the strength that you develop in the gym and not on the arm wrestling table. But after he learned that, he started lifting heavy, and he told the same to LEVAN SAGINASHVILI and Revaz Lutidze as well. Both of them, I'm assuming, were under Gennady Quickvinia in terms of their level and achievement. Definitely LEVAN, maybe Revaz was already at that level. So I guess maybe we should thank Arsen Liliev that he taught the Georgians to lift heavy, and now we see them playing around with 100 kilos and more. Anyways, Gennady mentioned that his flop press is either the best in the world or maybe the second best after Jerry. And after I heard that, I was really happy, because if you guys remember, a couple of months ago I made a video saying that we don't really know, actually nobody knows how strong Gennady Quickvinia's flop press is, because we have never seen it getting stopped. We saw that in the Devon match. In the past, we saw that in the LEVAN SAGINASHVILI matches. Once Gennady decides to go into his flop press, there is nobody stopping that. And that's why I said in that video that Michael just cannot be sure that even if he's able to take Gennady's hand, which he wasn't able to do in the first match, he cannot be sure if he can finish the match or not, because we don't really know how strong Gennady's flop press is. Gennady mentioned the same thing by saying that his flop press has never failed him. That weapon has always worked. It worked against Tim Bresnan, it worked against LEVAN SAGINASHVILI, and also Devon Larratt and Michael Todd himself. So he said that he's going to win this match by a flop press. I don't think he's going to go straight to the flop press, but he may be assuming that once he tackles Michael's hand and goes for the finish, he may lose his hand, and that's where the flop press will come into play. But a little sad news from Gennady for his fans when he said that he's only 85% of his peak shape. Some fans are saying that you shouldn't really mention that, because if you lose, then the fans won't give Michael the credit that he deserves, because there will be an excuse that Gennady wasn't 100%. And Gennady also mentioned that if he was 100%, so basically in the shape in which he was in the Devon Larratt match, at that time he really believed that he could have tackled LEVAN SAGINASHVILI as well. So he said that if he was in a similar shape, he would have asked Engin to give him the Hermes Gasparini match straight away. Well, that seemed a little bit harsh for Michael. He may not have liked hearing that. And Gennady said that Michael doesn't have a chance to defeat him, because if he was strong enough to do that, he would have beaten Kamil Jablonski in such a way that it almost should have looked like as if Michael was able to break Kamil's arm, and that did not happen. Michael Todd mentioned that Devon Larratt's support towards him has definitely helped him, in the sense that all of the people who were totally discrediting him, saying that he's washed up and he cannot do anything now they have started to believe that he has a legitimate shot even against the top guys in the world. So thanks to Devon for that. Michael also mentioned that in some hypothetical scenario where this Gennady Quickvinia match gets cancelled, so that he can keep on progressing with his PRs without taking any break, which he will take for this match, and if somehow the Jerry versus LEVAN match also gets cancelled, he thinks by December he will be ready for LEVAN SAGINASHVILI. But that obviously won't happen. So the winner of this match is going to pull Hermes Gasparini, and the winner of that match will pull the winner of LEVAN versus Jerry match. So maybe we can make a loser versus loser match as well. Let's assume there can be countless situations here. Well, not countless, but at least 3 or 4, I guess. Let's say the loser versus loser match happens. So I'm assuming Hermes Gasparini beats Michael Todd, who has already defeated Gennady Quickvinia. and let's say somehow Jerry is able to defeat LEVAN SAGINASHVILI. So still in the loser versus loser battle, LEVAN versus Michael Todd can happen. Would this make sense? And Engin is rightfully calling this East versus West 15 card the biggest arm wrestling card in the world, the best in the world. And even in that card, this match is personally Engin Terzi's favorite. This shows that despite not being a title match, this holds a lot of importance in the arm wrestling world. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.